Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Unnatural Selections. As always, I am your host, Alfred Warner. Tonight's episode, we are featuring a very special film featuring one of my very favorite actors in one of his first and many appearances. And that film, of course, is Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. This is a 1989 B-list comedy film from Troma Entertainment, written and directed by Mr. Dan Hoskins. And I'm sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, that if you don't know about Troma Entertainment, well, I just feel bad for you. I do have to say as well that I believe, unfortunately, this was the director's first and only foray into filmmaking, sadly, but it was a lasting one nonetheless. Now, you might be asking, ladies and gentlemen, why are we featuring a film with such a ridiculously comical title? Just a ridiculous premise. Well, like I said before, as I mentioned, this is one of the very first appearances by Billy Bob Thornton, as well as the actor Hal Sparks. Besides that, you will notice several television alum in this film as well. Most notably, Jamie Rose from Grey's Anatomy, Don Calva, so on and so forth. But why are we featuring this film, ladies and gentlemen? Well, aside from all that, there is something to be said about Troma's films that they like to put out. Aside from being B-list, they tend to deal with issues that I think are very prominent and should be featured quite widely, as many of them deal with issues that we all face in today's market, even to this day, some 30-odd years later, and even before that. This film is about 5 women, a biker gang, more specifically, that sort of stumble upon this desert town looking for entertainment, as we all are. And they come to discover that one of the townsfolk is taking the rest of the people and turning them into his zombified slaves, so that he can outsource labor for the mining corporations that run the town. I know that may sound like a ridiculous premise to you, but there is a slight theme that this movie carries. There's a certain feminist edge that I think goes overlooked due to the comical surrounding of the story. And it's something to not be ignored, ladies and gentlemen. But, as you all know, you don't need to take my word for it. On this show, we cut our own trailers for your entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Sort of our own promotion for the film. And that's what we're going to show you here now. Enjoy.
Let go!
Where you been?
Around.
You know, I haven't had any since you left.
You haven't fucked for 6 years?
Alright, a couple of times. Shit. Listen, why don't you come on home with me,
I don't want
okay?
to come home with you, okay?
Baby, come on home with me.
No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me in this episode of Unnatural Selections. Stay tuned. Until then, stay safe.